All right, it is that time. Once again, Sidekicks. Chris Black is here. Greg Acuna from Pacesetter is here. You might notice somebody missing. Francis Stevens had a fashion emergency. He will not be with us tonight. But we start, first of all, we got to start over here with Chris. Congratulations, great win for your program. Co-track champs.
Yeah, obviously we're super excited with that result, defeating a Notre Dame team that's been lights out all year. I mean, undefeated up to that point. Credit to Chip Smith and the Notre Dame program, what they've done, because they've played great opponents from this area of Ohio, plus Indiana at the Zionsville tournament. So credit to them, but I mean, you know, we came up, we got one late when we needed to, and co-track champs.
Congratulations. All right, that was for the girls. That was yesterday. Earlier in the week, Greg, St. John's playing down at Finley, a couple teams you know a little something about, and St. John's takes the track title.
Oh, it did. Camden Busher had a great game that day. I think he had a hat trick as well. Fantastic for him. And Finley was, doing really well in the season, so that's a huge win for St. John's. And I really see them, doing something special in the tournament as well.
That's tough for you to say as a Finley alum.
It's true. It is true.
All right. So the track that was sewed up, and then as far as the Northern Lakes League was concerned, a tie for the boys, Anthony Wayne and Northview. Is that a bit of a surprise, or did you see that coming?
It is a bit of a surprise in some ways, but however, both fantastic teams right now. Anthony Wayne has Zach Mocha, who's doing really well. They also have Mangatic, who's another solid player. And Sylvania Northview, they have a couple of studs on their team, West, Masters, and Ryan Buell, who's been a monster in goal. So both teams, you kind of see them doing something special in tournament as well.
No question. All right, so and then on the girls' side, we talked to you guys at the track, and then Perrysburg has just been Perrysburg in the NLL.
Yeah, typical for Perrysburg. They're going to be at the top of the league, plus they're going to be state ranked, which it just happens every single year at the end of the year. Dropped a couple games recent in the towards the tail of the season, but it's not that important. It's more about how you're playing. They got the NLL wrapped up. It's always been pretty much their race. Southview, you kind of got a couple chances earlier to try to do something, but in the end, Perrysburg runs away with it, and Southview, Northview, and Anthony Wayne are kind of just chasing for the league, and they weren't able to catch it. So now they're maybe try and catch them in the tournament. Yeah,
and you mentioned the tournament, and here we are only hours away, quite literally, from the start of sectionals. Let's start with it over here with you, Greg. All right, the boys. Who do you see coming out of Northwest Ohio? You mentioned some good teams. We talked Anthony Wayne, we talked Northview, we talked St. John's, St. Francis is in there. Who do you see coming out of Northwest Ohio making the furthest run?
I'm going to have to pick Sylvania Northview. I saw them play a couple days ago against Southview, huge rival, and I really think they're starting to come together. I mentioned all those players that are really clicking. And I think, if they're all playing together at the right time, they have a good chance of making a long run in the playoffs.
No question. And they are exactly getting together at the right time of year. I still think St. John's, maybe, and St. Francis and Coach Lee, you got to watch out for as well.
Right,
yeah, they always have to watch them. As far as the girls are concerned, okay, look, we can just say St. Ursula's going to win the state title right now.
I've got 8 games penciled in.
Okay,
yeah,
all right, so,
I'm busy.
So just play along. If it wasn't St. Ursula, who else is making furthest run for in the girls' side?
Well, you can't overlook the fact that Anthony Wade and Lori Williams always end up at some part of the regionals, whether it's regional semis or regional finals. But Sylvania Southview's been a problem, but they haven't been to the playoffs this deep before, like they could make a run. So you've got to look at Notre Dame coming out of the Finley bracket. They're probably going to be the favorite out of there. I think we actually did them a favor. You're welcome. You get that loss, things relax. You can start playing again. But you've got to look at them coming out of the south side, and the Perrysburg is the favorite from the side of the bracket that we're on. We just strongly disagree. On the same side, too, the boys, I don't want to jump over there, but yeah. Ryan Billings and Anthony Wade, so they go, what do we got to do? What do we got to do?
All right, and before we get out of here, Greg, what is going on with Pacesetter here upcoming?
Well, we're starting to wrap up. We have a couple games left. A lot of our teams are doing very well in the MRL. We've also been recently inducted into the Directions Academy, which is the most prestigious league in Michigan for our youth programs, and it's been fantastic. It really has. The competition's been great, and our boys and girls for the ages have done really, really well. Coming up as well, if anyone's interested, is we have our academies and camps in the wintertime. If anyone's interested, you can go to our website, www.pacesettersoccer.net, and those are for ages U8 to U14.
And we saw that you guys could play indoors or out in a monsoon earlier when you were getting soaked. You did a great job out there. I'm glad you finally dried out. All right, so Greg Acuna from Pacesetter, thank you so much. And shattering the myth that everyone at Pacesetter has an English accent. Chris Black, head coach at St. Ursula as well. Francis Stevens promises he'll be back next week. We can only hope. All right, that's Sidekicks for this week.